in their fielding. Just got himself in a tangle, ran past it, and it's 4 more.
Very ordinary work in the field. These are elementary fielding performances that need to be stopped. Such errors will certainly take the pressure off the batters. You need to back your bowlers. Gulshan Jah, livid with himself. Very good cricketer. I'm sure he'll want to let it slide and forget about it. Good start here for Malaysia. 25 on the board in the third.
Yeah, certainly. I think I've probably done most of those games that Malaysia played in Nepal. A lot of them came in the 2 tri-series that they visited Kathmandu for. Nepal have tended to dominate the contests, but you just sense that over the last 6 to 12 months that gap is narrowing. You think Malaysia are improving more and more in this format. Nepal with their struggles with their death bowling, which is a definite concern, a definite issue. So much so that Monty Desai has managed to recruit Roddy Estwick in as the new bowling coach for the national team. First time they've had a permanent one. It was a good piece of fielding this time by Bertel that mid-wicket keeps it to a dot. But the death bowling is a concern. Both Karen KC, Sampal Kami, they've had issues at the death. Often it's Dipender Singh Airi, the off-spinner used.
Yeah, and particularly in the T20 format, you need to have more options at your disposal. Like most teams, you'd want to believe go with minimum 5 to 6 and an extra part-timer or a utility player who can roll his arm in adversity.
Another pick-up pull shot. Malaysia off to a flying start. They're going through the gears here, these 2 openers, and doing it comfortably on an excellent batting surface as the sun streams down. 30 for none after 3.
बाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या 500 XT र 550 XT पञ्चकन्या स्टिल तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौ
बैंक पनि साथी पनि राम्रो पनि हाम्रो पनि
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु
Just a perfect site to have 2 matches being played in adjacent grounds at the Oman Cricket Academy. Turf 1, Turf 2. At the other side, the farther end, you'd see Hong Kong taking on Qatar. And in Oval 1, which is closer to you, is where Nepal is taking on Malaysia. And Malaysia are making little work of the bowling on offer right now. KC conceding 21 in his 2. And it's time for spin. Airi has been introduced in the 4th over.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. Dipender Singh Airi, he's a very clever, canny bowler. Looks like he's had a fresh haircut to me as well. He's got to the barbers there in India. And he's just so quick between his overs. This one's nearly cannoned into off stump. He'll bowl 6 dots at you before you can even blink, and you get yourself in trouble. Amir Azim trying to slow him down. Really good start from Dipender Singh Airi. 3 dots. The Tiger, what an impact he's having already.
He rushes through his deliveries, and that's always good for a bowler. This time just checking his shot, was looking to go big. There's long off in place, mid on up in the circle. There's a deep mid wicket. Quick single, soft hands, and they'll steal 1 run. Good cricket. If you can't get the boundaries, get to the other end. And this is where Nepal needs to get a little bit more tight in their fielding. Just about tighten the noose around the Malaysian batters.
Lovely sight that now with the sun right into the face of the Nepal fans who've gathered underneath their commentary box across to the left. Such a good start from Dipender Singh Airi. Really impressed. Nepal, they often at times don't necessarily play to their strengths, which is their spin bowling. You're wide this time down the leg side. It was really a free hit for Virendeep Singh, that one. Man out on the leg side, long on alongside a deep mid-wicket. So gets any bat on that, that would have been 4. Definitely not the line that Airi wanted. Back live now. That's where he wanted to be. 2 from his first over. Excellent bowling, 32 for none.
feel the street. Cool and comfy, stride in style. Life's your runway, my life to go style.
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या स्टिल।
Skyworth washing machine?
Yes, Skyworth washing machine मा छ 7 motion DD motor.
Skyworth
Focus needs fuel. Fuel अर्थात् food. त्यो पनि टाइममा. For food, Foodmandu.
Cammy is going to have a change of ends in for his second. Might have been a little knuckleball, that one. It didn't come through with the same fluency. A change up. And Amir Azim was early on his stroke.
Change of ends for Kami as well. He would be hoping that he can make it count. Didn't quite get off to a good start. Conceded 9. Amir Azim is unafraid to play his shots. Shot and wide. Missed out on an opportunity. Should have gotten closer to the ball. Just about rehearses it after playing it. When Nepal are slowly coming back after conceding 30 runs in the first 3 overs. Very fine over by Irie. Will certainly apply pressure. Virendeep just having a quick chat with his batter. Early days in this tournament and this game as well.
He just changed things up nicely, isn't he, here, Sampal Kami? Good piece of fielding too from Gulshan Jah, trying to make amends. Just trying to keep it out of the hitting arc of Amir Azim, who looks a little limited in the offside, doesn't he? Everything straight down the ground or whipped into the leg side.
I just get the impression that Amir Azim is a bit more premeditated in his shot making. He has his set areas that he's targeting, and that's why we don't get to see more flexibility in his range. Good over so far by Sampal. He's conceded only 1 in the first 3. And that's the way that length should be just back of the length. And you can't offer width on the surface. It's a very good batting track, let me tell you. We saw almost 350 runs scored in the first game. Just goes to show the nature of the wicket, Andrew.
Yeah, the reality is they should have hunted down that total as well. They were all over the opposition. Bahrain ended up really being an injury that probably cost them a famous victory and cost blowing that Group B wide open. We're into Group A action now, so it's the 4 sides you're enjoying on the live streams. Malaysia and Nepal here on ground 1, Hong Kong and Qatar on ground 2, and don't rule out Saudi Arabia either. They're improving more and more. They'll come into action tomorrow. Certainly they've got a formidable bowling and fielding lineup. Their batting definitely has some work to do. Nice movement. That one swung back into Amir Azim. They'll scamper through for a leg by Irie. A live wire as always. Will be the end of the 5th over. And the score moves to 35 for none.
रोहन खोइ
उसलाई हेल्प चाहिन्छ
तिमी रिग्रेट त गर्दैनौ नि
गर्न भने जिन्दगीभर रिग्रेट गर्नेछु माउन्टेन ड्यू डरको अगाडि जित्छ
श्रीकेश जडीबुटी आयुर्वेदिक हेयर oil 70 आयुर्वेद अम्बिका मार्ग पुरानो मानेश्वर.
That's sky high in the air. Irie coming underneath it. This could be the first wicket. He strikes. He's the partnership breaker. Time and again, Irie has delivered for his side.
Well, he's a 3-dimensional cricketer. Dipendra Singh Irie. One of my favourite anywhere in the world. And there's a reason Amir Azim just started to walk towards the pavilion as soon as it went up. He knows Irie's never going to drop that. What an impact he's made. 2 runs from his first over. Now the first breakthrough. And Nepal have dragged this game back. Not the length. It wasn't full enough to hit down the ground. Went miles into the sky. And Irie made it look very easy indeed. Nepal have their first. The youngster, Amir Azim, is gone for 16. 35 for 1.
come, feel the Gold Star beat. Go Gold Star, feel the street. Cool and comfy, stride in style. Life's your runway, mile after mile. Woo! Go Gold Star.
NIC Asia. ब्याङ्क पनि साथी पनि राम्रो पनि हाम्रो पनि.
Sharp and Money Andy in at number 3. Started brightly, didn't he, Amir Azim? But just got himself in a tangle. Series of dot balls, then completely restricted the scoring rate, and he's ended up giving it away. The Dependra Singh IRE factor. You'll see him with all 3 facets, bat, ball and in the field. I can't think of a better fielder in the world game, and I think the world is going to see that come June, come the World Cup. And he's a very, very clever bowler.
He is, and as a spinner, to be bowling in the power plays, he's unafraid to toss the ball as well. These are good signs of a cricketer. You've got to be fearless, throw the challenge to the batter.
You just like the way he varies his pace. He'll often use this angle to the right-handers. He'll have to come around the wicket. And again, that matchup was a good one to the left-hander, wasn't it? Ball turning away. And that's the angle. He'll beat them on the outside edge, the right-handers.
There's not much turn, quite understandable. He's going with the arm, skiddy. And if you're a batter right now trying to play for the turn, well, that's the wrong thing you would be doing. Driven nicely and wonderfully fielded. Great effort there by Sompal Kami. Just bowled the over before this, and he's showing his impact in the field as well.
Yeah, I think for me, they'll be the strongest fielding team here. Certainly they'd expect to be. What an outstanding over. It's a wicket and a run from it. 6 have been bowled. 36 for 1 the score.
तपाईको असली एनर्जी रेड बुल असली नै रोजौं.
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड पञ्चकन्या 500 XT र 550 XT. पञ्चकन्या स्टिल
मात्र एक फेभरेट ना अब 8 थरीका जेल बारहरू नयाँ प्रियामा मेगा सेलिब्रेसन प्याकमा त्वचा रहन्छ सफ्ट एन्ड ह्याप्पी. स्काइवर्थ वासिङ मसिन.
Yes, Skyworth washing machine masa 7 motion DD motor.
Skyworth.
Orthodox and Malaysia have just got into the shell. Change in voices, just the right time to introduce my co-commentator as well, Pranav Mehta. Pranav, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mikhail, and what a pleasure. A, it's commentating with you. B, the crowd, the Nepalese crowd. I'm a local lad, and the buzz that's there from the fans is incredible.
Oh yes, indeed. They add the flavor, they add the fun as well. The Nepal cricket fans, one of the most passionate cricket fans in world cricket you'd see. With the flags, they turn up every time for their team. This is good bowling.
This is incredible. They love their nation, they love their cricket. And they're not many, somewhere around 70 to 100 people. But the crowd, the noise that they make, incredible, astonishing. Happy to flight, the deliveries, Lalit. And they play that quality brand of cricket that these young Nepalese are providing their fans. And that's what is able to connect with the audience. Not just here, but you will see a lot of chatter on the live streaming apps as well.
So runs coming in singles, and Nepal won't be complaining. They were guilty of leaking quite a few runs early on. And Rohit Paudel, he's a very smart captain. The moment he realized that the Pacers were going for runs, he quickly got in the slow ball bowlers, and that has worked wonders.
It is a day for the left arm spinners. It all started with Shakil. And now it is being followed by Lalit. He'll enjoy the surface in Oman. There's something for everyone on a surface like this. The batters love to play their shots. The pacers will get a little bit of bounce and movement. Struck straight through the line. And that's going to be a boundary for Shravin. And that's a brilliant shot. Hitting it through the line.
Oh yes, one bounce should have been stopped. Overran it once again. It's been the story today. Sandeep Johra has been electric in the field, but this time a lapse in concentration. 7 gone. It's 44 for 1.
Step in to rhythm, feel the gold star, feel gold star.
NIC Asia. बैंक पनि साथी पनि राम्रो पनि हाम्रो पनि
Focus needs fuel. Fuel अर्थात food. त्यो पनि time मा. For food, food Mandu.
Sunflower oil. मायाले बाँधेको स्वाद.